Now, in this short tutorial, I'll be going over how to make djent style songs without the need of actual instruments like guitars and bass. Um, so what we'll do is we'll focus on using 3 tracks: drum, bass, and guitar. Now, there's a lot of good software out there that mimic guitar tones and bass tones. The ones I'm going to use today are both by a company called Solemn Tones, and the guitar VST is called Odin 2, and it looks like this. And the bass, also by Solemn Tones, it's called Loki Bass. All right. You can check those out, see what you think of them. Another program that I would recommend is Shreddage 3. So just compare the two, see which one you like better. But I'm going to go with the Solemn Tones programs for this particular project. When it comes to drums, I'll be using Toontrack's Easy Drummer. They're sort of the flagship of percussion VSTs. There are other good ones out there, but I'm a big fan of the Easy Drummer series. I'm a big fan of what Toontrack has made. And again, with Toontrack for guitar, I'm going to use their Easy Mix to sort of add the effects to the Odin 2 clean sound that comes default. Okay. So as a sample, here's what I have produced so far. Have a listen. So to get started, firstly, if you want a good sort of library for drums, if you're not the type to make your own drum map, there are some pre-made ones. Easy Drummer comes with just basic default sort of rock sounds, but those aren't really going to do if you're trying to go for djent. The one I would recommend is Drum Riffs. It's an awesome MIDI library that caters towards djent sort of, and other styles of metal. So I'm going to use Drum Riffs, and this is the current drum track that I'm using. Have a listen. Okay, so that's the same one that I got going on up here. So with guitar, you have to keep in mind, with guitar and bass, when it comes to djent, the djent guitars rhythmically are very percussive by nature, and they have to be because they're following parallel to what the bass drum and the snares are playing. So it's kind of like another instrument catered towards percussion. So all you have to do simply is, what I'll do is I'll insert another track. I'll duplicate this one. I'll duplicate, and I'll just erase everything in this track for now. Select all. So we'll start from scratch. Okay. Okay. So like I said, the guitars in djent, so pretty much, not always, but for the most part, follow the rhythmic pattern of the drum, bass, and snare. So what I'm going to do is I already pre-selected all of the drum, the bass drum parts of the Easy Drummer drum set, and I'll copy those, boom, and then slap it on the guitar track that we have here. So I'm going to play this. Let me mute the other guitar first, mute and the bass as well. I'm going to play this, and what you'll hear is it's not going to sound great, okay, but it'll give you the sense of that sort of polyrhythmic style. So have a listen. So sounds very choppy, sounds very artificial. And one way to get by this is, especially if you're using the Reaper digital audio workstation, which I am right here, you just right-click on the key, and make sure they're all selected, right-click on the key, and click on where it says Send Note Ends to Start. And you'll get that legato effect here. So you notice the keys are all joined. And when I play them again, it's going to sound a little bit more natural. Have a listen. Okay, so that's it essentially. And you know, it's playing the same note over and over again. And what you can do is you can sort of throw these around, map them to your liking, and you can come up with something, you know, a little bit more eclectic, a little bit more, you know, varying in melody there. Another thing I want to note is you can see that the velocity is all jacked up all the way to 11. That was the default setting with the drums, and with solemn tones is Odin 2. If the velocity is all the way up, that's going to cause some harmonics, and if you bring it all the way down, that's going to sort of add a how do you say it? Add a oh my god, I'm forgetting simple guitar terms here. Add a palm mute effect. Okay, that's what it's going to do. Just have a listen here. I gotta adjust all these. What's going on? Bring it all the way down. All right, have a listen again. There we go. Okay, so bring it all the way back. Boom. So what you want to do is bring it towards like the middle area. So that's neither palm mute nor pinch, you know. Anyways, so you get the idea. You can map it around, switch it around to your liking. And I'm going to get rid of this, and let's assume that I went through the whole process and mapped everything around. Then what you want to do is, assuming I haven't done this already and my bass track is empty, all you do is copy and paste. I'm sure you would have guessed that by now. All right. And that's it. Let's have another listen. All right, so very simple, very basic. So if you can use my method and make something more elaborate, it should be a breeze. Thank you for watching.